gonna drain
Need
it.
help today, babe? Oh, well, what can go wrong with mayonnaise, butter, cheese, Ritz crackers? Hey, is dinner ready yet?
No, it's not ready yet. It's not ready, but welcome.
It's not ready?
Welcome back to
no, it's not ready.
the house. No, and it's 5:10 in the afternoon. I know it. How did your group go? You just got back from your group.
We talked a lot. That's why we're late.
Did you talk about me?
No.
Oh,
you didn't come up at all.
Okay, good.
Not this time.
Thank you. Please leave me out of it.
Yes, no.
That's good. All right. Look,
Yes.
I think I'm going to do something for you tonight that's extremely easy but very tasty. You've had it before, but it's been many, many years that I've done. Yeah. And it's sort of like a cheesy lasagna without doing all the layering and all that business, that kind of thing. So
that means I must have cooked it before.
no, I actually cooked this before. It's in my notes. No, I did. Long before I did the channel. So if you want to get on the camera, I'm going to get this thing going. I've got to put my oven at 400, and I think we'll eat pretty quick because this doesn't take long, honestly. And I've got some water, some salted water here. I'm going to get this boiling because I'm going to do some penne in it.
He's already thinking what he's going to do.
Yeah, this is going to be good. Okay, so center me up, Sue, in the frame.
You don't have an apron on.
Oh, I got to get my apron. Yeah, I put that over here. And I'm going to cook you dinner tonight. I wanted to film it or else I would have had it already done by the time you got home. By the way...
You're going to turn lights on.
Oh, yeah, sorry. By the way, this thing has one of your favorite things in it, which is kale.
Oh, I love kale.
I don't like kale in a little bit of oil in the bottom of my pan here, okay? Because I'm going to put some onions in there and get those translucent. I don't mind kale in something like a cooked dish. I don't like kale in my salad, just something to eat.
Well, I noticed you got baby kale.
And I did on this, yeah. So if you don't have, and you'll see it in the recipe, if you don't get baby kale, which I sort of did on purpose, then if you do have the regular kale, you're going to want to take the stems out. So you take the leaves, you know, peel the leaf off of the stems. This is, baby kale is nice enough, if you would, that you don't need to do that. And this recipe calls for 1 onion for a serving of 4. I'm only doing a half. In fact, you could do 2, but that's too much. And so I'm going to just do 1. I do some tomatoes in here. I'm going to do the kale. There's ground beef. There's penne, and there's mozzarella. And beside that,
pan on.
Huh? Oh no, I got to get that on. Thank you. See there, you're helping me out here. So let me get that going. And the only other thing I need is some oregano. And by the way, if you've got some kale in there on our
on the garden,
we could actually do that if you'd like. Put a little bit of that in. If you've got some, I'll chop that in here.
Some.
Yeah,
let me put the camera on the food, and you can work.
Yeah, I'll work, and while you're cutting that, and I'm going to get this going. We're going to pull all this together.
One of these days, we got to show these people the whole garden.
Oh, I know it. In fact, we will do that. You know what? I'm going to add a little shallot in here as well, just to beef up the onion. I want a little bit more onion. And so basically this is just a very, if it didn't have the ground beef, and you actually could leave that out if you wanted to, it'd almost be a great, I don't know if it's vegan. I never know what vegan and all that is because I don't go by it. But it certainly would be something that would be a non-meat kind of dish that would still be good. So you could get away with doing that if you wanted to. If you don't like the meat in it. You could even put some diced chicken pieces in here as well. So sort of, it's one of those things you can sort of get away with just about whatever you want to do, and you're going to come off looking great. But let me just chop some of this shallot in here, which is a great addition. I want to get using some of these anyhow. And then we're going to just brown, or not even brown, we're just going to make translucent and get these onions soft and translucent. And then we're going to add the ground beef in, and we're going to brown that. And we're going to add some garlic in, and we're going to get that all. And I'm going to put some oregano in, and I'm going to put witch powder, and I'm going to put a little bit of red pepper flakes. And we're going to do that. And then we're going to assemble it.
This.
Oh, look at that. It's great. Now, see, that's the regular kale there. Some of that.
And then there's a couple of these, and this is a different kind of a kale.
Oh, okay.
Is that different?
Yeah, boy, that is weird looking, eh? Well, hey, we're just going to find out. And where's my scoop?
Let me wash it.
Yeah, go ahead and wash them. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff going. And then I'll be able to prepare the oh, listen to that, working. I'll be able to prepare the kale for us, because that sort of goes in the assembly part. And I'll show you what I mean by that. This is going to be great, though.
The one is pretty tough.
Is it?
It's this blue one.
Oh.
Really different.
Well, take the stem off, certainly.
No, but it's
still pretty tough.
It's different. Just a different kind of a leaf, though.
Oh, okay. I'm making tonight. I'm making for 4, so just so that you guys know, you can just cut the recipe in half, honestly, and you'll be fine for 2 if you want to do 2. You just don't need to do 4.
It'd be nice for leftovers.
So yeah, it'd be nice. That's what I'm doing it for, just so you got another night of meal and I don't have to worry about it. In fact, remind me later. I need to post up a picture of what we had from leftovers on Monday night with that spaghetti squash and the leftover. Stuffing sort of like that I put in there.
Well, we do have an Instagram account called the Papa's Kitchen FL, like Florida.
FL.
And he's going to start using it more often.
Yeah, and I'll put the pictures of what we're eating every night, if we're around here at least. Last night we went out with some friends, which we don't do very often, but we have great friends that are down. And I might get her, I talked to her during dinner to get her maybe to come and cook on camera, and that'd be fun.
What would she cook?
I don't know. She's got a lot of things she does. She's a very good cook. She's cooked for us before, and I like her food, so we'll have fun. But anyhow, and that gives her a chance to be on the Papa's Kitchen, so that's, why not, eh?
That's right.
Get this all going really well here, and then I've got my tomatoes. I did about 3 smaller tomatoes, and I just cut them in chunks. You could use grape-sized tomato. I mean, you could do whatever. Just cut them down a little bit. Big tomato, you could have used that. But this blue one is what you say is a little tough, eh?
Yeah, it's stronger.
Oh, it's stronger.
Yeah.
See, and what I do with the little tougher ones, like if you were to buy your kale at the store, I take the
middle stem
out, yeah.
You can cut it, fold it in half and cut it.
And even these, now see, these are pretty young yet, and so you probably wouldn't have to, but I'm going to do it here.
The way I do it is fold the kale leaf in half and then slice right down the stem.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, you cut it right off.
Oh, okay. Let me try that with this next one.
Yeah.
So you fold it in half.
Yeah.
And then like this.
Cut right along there.
And then cut right along there. Not too big of a knife. Okay. Well, look at you.
There you go.
Susan, that's
really
great.
Easy, huh?
Wow. Oh man.
Nobody showed me that. I just figured that out.
You figured that out on your own. Wow. Okay. Fold in half. I love these kinds of tricks.
Yeah. There you go.
And also, listen, I'm going to put another recipe on this video at the end. We're going to get you're going to get a twofer today of some
southern cabbage dish.
Southern cabbage dish. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. That normally goes at New Year's even. It's tradition, or Christmas. People eat it all the time. My grandparents, the women. Made it all the time. Both sides of my family. The grandmas did it, and the great-grandma. Do
you ever remember your grandpa's cooking?
No, I don't remember. Oh,
do you ever remember
I only actually had one grandpa around.
Do you ever remember him in the kitchen?
No, my grandpa. He was a brilliant engineer.
And he never went in the kitchen.
But he never went in the kitchen, and when he got home, he expected dinner. And he was the type that almost put ketchup on everything. That's the one thing I remember. And the other thing I remember about Grandpa David is he loved his Verner's ginger ale, and he would drink Verner's ginger ale. I tell the story, and I think it's true. I think I got it from somewhere. I don't typically make up stories, but he would even put his ginger ale poured over it's a Detroit thing. Pour it over his cereal in the morning, and have it with cereal instead of milk. I don't think I ever remember him drinking any milk. I'd have to ask my aunt or my dad about that. But I'm gonna have to get a lot more. And you know, kale cooks down too, by the way. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take some of this out of here, and how do I get into this thing?
I gotta help him. No, you tear it sideways. There you go.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let me do this. Yeah, there's a line here that you gotta sort of like
tear that off.
Good, I'm gonna cut my hand off.
No, not on camera.
No, I guess not. Be like Julia Childs, that thing they did on SNL that one time.
Yeah.
She spatchcocked the chicken or whatever. My goodness, they make this. You know, nobody's gotten in this thing. Okay, my penne is there. I'm going to do, because I'm doing for 4. I need about 12 ounces. I'm going to go ahead and do all 16 ounces of the penne, and I'm going to put that in my boiling water, and I'm going to set a timer for about 9 minutes is what I want there. In fact, Alexa, set a timer for 9 minutes. And we'll get those all going.
I love penne.
Do ya? Yeah. Oh, I'm not watching this.
No, there you go.
Man.
Unwatched popcorn.
Boy, it does. Quick, doesn't it? So let's put this meat in and get that going. That'll help some of that. And sorry if I burned it. Yep, garlic's gonna go in. I just gotta chop that up a little bit. I might have this a little too hot, eh? Sorry about that. Boy, got to playing with the kale and forgot about this. And talking to these folks.
They're fun to talk to. They don't talk back.
Yeah, you know, I never thought about that, but that is. No, but I get great comments from people.
I know.
So come over here on this side of the camera and keep chopping that for me, would you? So I can get my garlic in there. You know what I'm saying? Break that down.
I can do it from this side.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
What did you do while I was at Bible study? Take a nap?
No, I didn't. I worked at my desk. I worked at my desk.
The one thing came up at Bible study, anybody who went north over Christmas,
oh boy,
just kept talking about how much snow and bad weather and terrible flights.
Yep. I believe that.
Yep. It was the story of the season.
Yeah, here, let me throw this in there and make sure that all gets incorporated nice, if you would, for me. And then what I also want to do is put in a little bit of salt and pepper on that. That's great. A little bit more salt maybe. There we go. And we're going to grind some pepper in there. And I'm also going to put in 2 teaspoons of oregano. I like lots of pepper, as you can tell. There we go. 2 teaspoons of oregano I'm going to put in. Let me get my teaspooner. And I'm going to put in probably just a little bit under 1 teaspoon of the red chili pepper flakes. I think I said that backward, but whatever.
Chili red pepper flakes?
Yeah, and I don't want a lot. You don't want to burn your mouth or anything like that.
Just red pepper flakes.
It's just red pepper flakes. So.
Ooh, not too much, babe.
That's
Those
good.
things are spicy. I'd get one and coughing and sneezing.
Okay. Now let's get that all turned in.
So basically, the biggest cost on this is just a pound of ground beef.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kale, you should get it pretty cheap, I would think. I don't know what kale's running. I don't know what I paid for that.
You can buy a big bag of kale and then freeze what you don't use.
Yeah.
And you can always use it in cooking.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste very good in a salad once it's been frozen, but man, you can cook with it.
Well, like with your eggs in the morning, I know my sister-in-law loves it with eggs.
Yeah, but I've put it in chili. I've done.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. It just gives a little oomph.
Yeah.
Gives you a little green in your stews or.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to bring this way down. And then what I'm going to do, let me get a big bowl out. Oops, I don't want that to overload.
He's trying to do too many things at once.
There we go.
Here, put a spoon.
Put a spoon, yeah, right on top. There you go. Do that, thank you. See if that works. It does.
It does work. I don't know why, but
I don't either.
I learned that from our tribe of many.
Yeah. Wooden spoon across the top.
Keeps the pot from boiling over.
Yeah. Okay, now watch what I'm doing here. I'm going to keep this warm.
Not quite.
Not quite, eh?
Well,
I might have the pot too tall, too watered up.
Too watered up.
You know what I'm saying?
Too full.
Too full, and make sure it's sort of getting good on the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain those spaghetti noodles. Those not spaghetti, those penne.
The penne pasta.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to drain
You
that.
need help today, babe.
Well, I was wanting to do all of this so that when you came home, you just have to film and then we eat, but whatever. And honestly, you're gonna eat pretty quick because it only goes in the oven. Oven's at 400. It only goes in the oven for about, 12 to 15 minutes. And it just comes out phenomenal. It really does. So, I've got my beef done. I've got the onion already cooked in there. A few of them are black. I've got my garlic in there. I've got my oregano spice. I've got my salt and pepper, and I've got a little bit of chili flake, red pepper flakes rather, and that's all very, very good. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to put this in this bowl. I'll show you what we'll do. That way this will be ready for my penne when it comes out. Sort of fun actually. This is such an easy deal. Some guy could actually do this that has never cooked before. I think one of my brothers could actually do this if they put their mind to it. And all I've got is a 9 by 13 dish. I do want to spray that a little bit, and just to be on the safer side here before we assemble everything. And this is almost done. So let me do this. When this gets done, why don't you stop the roll for just a second. And when that gets done, I'll be ready. But in the meantime, I am going to take my kale soup and I'm going to chop it down so that it's bite-sized. And that's what we'll do right now. Penne is done, and it took about 9-10 minutes. Whew, that's great. And what I'm going to do, show you, just sort of let some of that juice get off of there. Water, I meant. And what I want to do is I'm going to take, let me put this right here.
Mix it all together first.
Yeah, you mix it all together. I'll show it to you. I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to mix this first a little bit with the meat and everything, sort of get that all brought around. And I did salted water for the penne before I boiled it and cooked it. And what I want to do is then add, show you, I'm going to add all of my tomato that I've cut up here, chopped. I'm going to add all of my kale. And in the refrigerator, I've already prepared, I've got about, oh gosh, I don't remember how much. I think I've got a cup. I think it called for a cup. I'm right there about, of mozzarella. And so what I'm going to do, by the way, look at that kale. Wow. Even with the heat, it comes down.
Great.
You know, but isn't that great? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to also salt and pepper. I did about a cup of mozzarella. I'm going to put half of this in here and move and get this all incorporated around. Show you what I'm doing. A little bit more. There we go. And then I will again salt and pepper, because you want to salt and pepper the layers. And even though we salt and peppered the meat, I'm going to salt and pepper now everything. And I'll taste a little bit just to get a feel, but it's you just want to, like I say, do your seasoning with layer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Boy, doesn't that look good? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! And that let me get my big spoon. That mozzarella is gonna get all incorporated in there. That's gonna be good. This is lasagna, and everybody likes a cheesy lasagna, and this is what this is gonna be. But this is a healthy one.
But it's a fresh
one. Yeah. Let me just put a little bit of this pepper in around here. And salt, a little salt. I'm gonna mix that around a little bit. Good. And then I'm going to dump this in my 9x13. I hope it all fits. Yeah, it's gonna do great.
Got a lot of meat on the bottom,
Yeah.
it looks like.
Yeah.
And then it ends up at the top.
Yeah, well, it does.
That's good.
There we go. Look at this. Oh, let's get that tomato right there. Here we go. Now watch this. Put this all in here like this. Remind me to put a tray underneath this in the oven, okay?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to do two things. I'm going to put the rest of the mozzarella on. But before I do that, pause the camera. I forgot to get out my panko, and I'm going to put some panko on here.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do, Sue, I've got this panko breadcrumbs, and I am going. You can use seasoned. Italian season would be good if you had them. You know, they sell them that way sometimes. And I'm going to sprinkle this all over the top, like this. I'm getting hungry looking at this now.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah. And it's so easy. I mean, I could have had this done, except I wanted to put it on video for our friends. And then the very last thing, watch this, is with the rest of the mozzarella, and we just put it across. Okay, my oven's at 400, and this is going to go in for about 12 to 15 minutes. In fact, you could put more mozzarella if you want it, but I've got just what I want here. I think.
Hey, this is a dish our daughter would like.
She would love this. She could make
it'd
dozens
be pretty
of these.
easy.
I should sell this recipe to
Sal. We need to tell her
Look
to
at
watch
that.
the
Okay,
channel.
so that's going in
Yes.
to the oven, and I'll show it to you on the flip side.
Okay.
Okay, Alexa's yelling at me that it's done. Alexa, you can turn off the alarm. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this, Sue. Look at this.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
That does look good.
Doesn't that look good?
Very good.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm going to dish this up in our pasta bowls. And this is, You ready to eat?
I am.
I don't know if it's that bad. Oh, it's still very hot.
Yes. That's okay. Dish it up, it'll cool off.
Still sizzling. I love it. Look at this. Oh, come on, Jared. Hang on.
You're scaring me.
No, I'm scaring me myself. Are you kidding me?
It's those pasta.
Yeah, those pastas are getting loose on me.
Are
Yeah.
a little big, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I'm in a 9x13. I barely made it. Of course, if you did this recipe half, you do an 8x8 or something like that, you'll be fine.
The only way you could have made it healthier
No.
is to use whole wheat penne.
Oh no, I don't like that stuff. I'm sorry. I know some people do. I just don't like it.
You have to
I don't like any of that brown pasta. I really don't.
whole wheat.
Whole wheat, yeah. Mm-mm.
They do have other flavors too, like
Do they?
quinoa pasta.
No, no, no. No, no, no.
It's not.
No, no, no. No, no, no. I will not offend my Italian friends.
Okay, that's enough for me, right? That one.
That's mine.
No, that's mine.
Alrighty,
That one is
there it
mine.
is. So get a picture of that, Sue, for everybody to see. And then that is your
Are we
meal.
gonna taste it first?
Nah, let's just go ahead and eat.
Okay.
It's
well,
good.
it
You know
looks
it's good.
delicious. It's gonna be delicious.
Mm-hmm.
You try it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You could even sprinkle a little parsley on this. You could put a little bit more mozzarella on it. You could even put, what's that? I've got Parmesan in here.
Yeah, Parmesan
you could even
cheese.
stick a
In the
little
middle
bit
at the
of
back.
Parm.
It's in the middle at the back.
Oh yeah, right here. Watch.
I just
a little
organized
bit.
that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this will be good. Watch. Just a little like that.
Mm-hmm.
See? Oh, lovely.
All right. Well, enjoy the next dish.
Yeah,
it's
and
very
enjoy the
different.
next
You may not think it's different,
Hey,
but
don't
I
forget
did.
that Instagram. I'm going to try to start remembering. So many of you asked me to do that after the first of the year to keep a track of what we're serving on evenings. They like to know for 2 people. Well, this is it with a lot of leftover.
Yeah, and if you share it,
that's
tag
2 more meals, 3
the
more
Papa's Kitchen FL.
That's right. That's right. Good. See ya. Hey, hi everybody. Listen, my friend Linda, when I gave her some pictures of my black-eyed peas that I did for New Year's, and what else did I do? Oh, and jambalaya. She says, hey, where's the cooked cabbage? And it's true. You do cook cabbage a lot. And I got a recipe that my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my other grandmother, all of them did cabbage, cooked cabbage. We all boys remember that as kids. In fact, I think I got sick on cooked cabbage once. But I've learned to like it. And I've got a quick little add-on to the video today of a quick casserole of cabbage. And I want to just show it to you. I'm just in a square baker's dish here. I've taken about a half a head of a large cabbage and I've just roughly chopped it and put it in there. And now I'm actually going to just roughly chop and put some onions and use, this is a Vidalia onion, and honestly you want a sweet onion if you can. It's going to just make things a lot more tasty here. And and by the way, don't leave out the onion, please. But I'm just going to add this onion in here, and I put it all over. Let me just chop a little, again, rough chops here, and you just want to make sure that you get it all over, and that's going to go on top of your cabbage. And I just sort of open them up like that and put them in, and just spread that all around. And then as soon as that, as you've got that, what I want you to do is take some, about half a stick of salted butter, melted butter, and use some good butter, and get that melted. I've got it right here, and you're going to pour that butter all over this cabbage. You're going to get it all around there and get it all through there, just like this. And I'm just going to pour that in there like that. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so good.
Of course, you'd use butter. It's a southern dish.
Yeah, of course you use some. And I'm not done with the butter yet. Okay, and then I'm going to do some salt and pepper on it. Oh, I got that on.
So this is pretty economical.
It's very economical. Absolutely. I got the cabbage for, I think the whole head was $1. Just a little bit of salt there, not too much.
Wow.
$1.69 or something like that, didn't we?
No, I don't remember how much.
I think that's what I paid for. And then salt this and pepper it. And I just want to get that all done. And then in a separate bowl, here's what we're going to do. Grab yourself a can of a cream of chicken soup. And that's what I've got here.
Can of cream of chicken.
Yeah. That's going to be good. I've got something down in there and I don't know what that is, but let me do that in here, show you so you can see. I'm gonna put that in, and I gotta find my spoon here, yeah. And add to that a half a cup of your best mayonnaise. And let me just show you.
Well, this will make cabbage taste really good.
Of course it will. Everybody gonna get happy with this. There we go. A half a cup. Messed that spoon up, so let's do this. Of good mayonnaise. I mean, this is a great side dish. This is a good thing to take to the church. What do they call those dinners? Potlucks. Yeah, I couldn't think of it. I've been out of the church potluck circuit for a while, or too long. Half a can in there, and just mix it up.
Butter, mayonnaise, cream of chicken.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with any of this.
No.
You know you can't. And then mix that up. And then all you're going to do, Sue, is you're going to take and dollop this. I got my oven on 350 degrees, and I just heard it turn off there. And I'm going to dollop this. I love mayonnaise.
You got to lick your fingers when it's mayonnaise.
You got to. Oh, come on. All over the stuff here. And I'm going to make sure it's all covered. Spread all around. Some of you are going to weep at this. I know we're supposed to be. A lot
of cream of chicken.
I know it. We're supposed to be. Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to need as much here. Probably half of us are dieting a little bit or trying to. at the beginning of the year, but hey, whatever.
Well, no,
your kids will love it.
It's cabbage.
Yeah. And then all I want you to do, in fact, I left some cabbage you can have there later, so I think I've got enough.
And another whole half.
And another half. Take one sleeve of your butter Ritz crackers and crunch them and get them all mixed around like this. And this is just going to be good. You're going to love this. I mean, you can't get much easier than this. This is a 10-minute assembly kind of thing. And
this is the kind of food I used to cook.
Yeah, yeah.
Canning this.
Yeah, and honestly.
But it's with fresh ingredients.
Yeah.
So.
Now mix this.
Oh, you mix it with.
Yeah. Watch. You take the crackers. Mm-hmm. You take a cup of I shredded some cheddar, and take that in there. Put that in there, and then add a stick.
How about the tomatoes?
No, that's for something else.
Oh, it's for something else.
Add a stick of the melted butter.
Oh,
the same salted but melted butter. Mix that up. Another spoon. I'm just telling you, this is going to be so good. See what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
And put this on top of your casserole here and stick it in the oven. You're going to go crazy. Some of you are going to laugh at me. Some of you are going to, but this, I'm telling you, this is a
it'll be good.
Very, very southern dish. Yep. Now there's variations on this, and I think one of my grandmothers, I remember she would boil her cabbage first. I don't know why, but I think that's what actually got me sick. And so at one time, I can still remember. Isn't that vivid? Memories that you get when you're a kid, isn't that something?
You mean eating too much cabbage?
I think I ate too much, yeah, you know. But fortunately, it didn't keep me from enjoying it later in life like now. And get that all there.
We don't do a lot of cabbage, but
no, but when I do, I like
recipe
this.
We made.
Oh, so good. Into the oven, and then we'll come back and show you the finished product. Thanks. Hey, we're back, and I've just pulled it out of the oven, let it set there for a few minutes to cool. I forgot to mention, I went in at 350 for 45 minutes, or until it gets sort of like this, a little crispy, bubbly on top. Then pull it out, and you'll be all set. By the way, and I also remembered as we were waiting for it to cook, Susan and I were talking about it, I remember now that it's not fried cabbage or
it's boiled
grilled
cabbage that makes you.
It's boiled cabbage that makes me brings back memories. Anyhow, let's try this. I want you to try it, Sue. Did your mom make cabbage stuff at all?
No, even in Africa, we must not have eaten cabbage. You ate a lot of cabbage?
Well, my grandparents seemed to do it all the time. I don't know that my mother did. I'd have to talk to her.
So when you went to Grandma's house, you had cabbage?
Yeah, it was part of the meal or something like that. I mean, this you could make, I mean, it might upset your stomach, but you could make it the meal. Pretty economical and very good.
Well, it's like a macaroni and cheese, only cabbage.
Oh.
You think?
That brings back memories like you can't believe.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here, come over here. Put that on. Try it.
Okay. Oh, well, what can go wrong with mayonnaise, butter, cheese, Ritz crackers?
Isn't that delicious? That is a good old southern dish. Listen.
Man, any kid would like cabbage made like that.
They would. They absolutely would. Listen, just reminding you, get the book. Sarah just did a video recently where her and I were on, and she reminded me in that video, we've only got so many of these that we've got produced, and once they're out, we may not do a reorder. So if you want to get your order in, get your order in. The link will be down below and all that. We thank you for doing that. You're going to love that book. I mean, I got into it again today on something I'm working on for a seminar I'm doing overseas. I get excited by it because I think it's going to be such a help for people.
Yes.
So
get your order.
And then try both this cabbage and the recipe at the beginning of the video too that you saw. You're going to love them all. They're really good, economical, tasty, and easy. That's what we like.
Yeah.
See you guys later. Bye-bye.